Dan Clancy is once again trying to run damage control over the Emeru situation. He has made a new statement addressing all of it. This follows Twitch itself also posting a new statement addressing TwitchCon and what happened to Emeru there. And similarly, Twitch's tweet also got community noted. It's just all fallen apart for them. And keep in mind, Twitch already posted a statement about this. Dan Clancy talked about this with Taylor Lorenz in that horrible interview. And then he also tweeted about it before, but they're still running damage control. So let's take a look at the newest statements. Starting with Twitch, where they say, "We wanted to follow up on the post we recently made about a security incident at TwitchCon San Diego. As many of you know, at the 2025 TwitchCon San Diego event, one of our valued creators, Emeru, was assaulted by an attendee during a meet and greet event. Although Twitch works very hard to try to keep TwitchCon attendees safe and to prevent incidents like this from happening, we failed to do both things in this case, to keep Emeru safe and to prevent the assault from happening. We deeply regret the distress we caused for Emeru, our other creators, and the entire community. In recognition of Emeru's advocacy, Twitch will be making a donation to support nonprofit organizations working to prevent sexual violence. More details on that to follow soon." And they got community noted as mentioned, which reads, "Twitch has lied on several occasions regarding the incident, letting the assailant go after the attack and withholding evidence from authorities. This is incompetence. Dan Clancy called Emeru a friend, despite going on to victim blame her, and was out partying during all of this." And so they post evidence there, but this is stuff that we've already covered in the past, so hopefully you're familiar with this. I'm not going to rehash all the evidence of this stuff once again. So now we'll continue on to Dan Clancy's response. Mr. Twitch CEO over here says, "Twitch failed in our response to the assault of Emeru at 2025 TwitchCon San Diego, and in particular, I failed to communicate clearly in talking about the incident afterwards during an interview." Obviously referring to that horrible Taylor Lorenz interview that I mentioned a moment ago. He says, "I do not believe and in no way intend to suggest that Emeru had any responsibility whatsoever for the incident at TwitchCon. I have a great deal of empathy for what creators such as Emeru have to deal with every day. I was trying to express that, and I did that poorly. I'm sorry I let you down, Emeru, and I'm sorry Twitch let you down. We appreciate all that you've done over the years on Twitch, and we're committed to continuing to improve our TwitchCon security processes and communications so that we can show up better for you and and for all of our creators moving forward." Yeah, right. And so he gets community noted here. It says, "Twitch has lied." Oh, excuse me, that's the one we read already. Here's the new one for Dan Clancy. Oh, it's the same thing. Might be the same thing. "Twitch lied multiple times about the incident, letting the assailant go and withholding evidence from authorities. Dan Clancy partied while victim blaming Emeru, whom he called a friend." Oh, here we go. Something new on this one. "Nina Lin was banned and quietly unbanned a week later. Incompetence." The Nina Lin thing being brought up here too, man. So yeah, what a complete joke, but it's hilarious how they're getting destroyed in the community notes and also in the comments. I mean, I can show you the comments. They're essentially all thousands of the comments just completely mocking Twitch. But I mentioned the other day how it looked like Amazon was cracking down on Twitch even more. We already had the 14,000 or so layoffs between Amazon and Twitch, but we even saw a Twitch executive stepping down. Although, of course, speculation may indicate that she actually got fired. We don't know the full story. That's all to say that it's pretty likely that Amazon is continuing to investigate the TwitchCon disaster overall, and perhaps they're cracking down even more on Twitch executives. And so now we're just seeing more damage control from Dan Clancy and Twitch. I'm not convinced they're very genuine in what they're saying here. And like I said before as well, when Dan Clancy did that interview with Taylor Lorenz, I don't think he realized how much backlash he was getting because he was still at TwitchCon. But then once he got home and he began to have some time to really look into this stuff, I think he began to freak out and see how much people were criticizing him. And ever since then, he's just, as mentioned, been getting increasingly desperate with more and more damage control. And that's proliferating even further with the Amazon stuff that we just discussed. So let me know what you think about their latest damage control posts. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.